check, 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 check. We not take back no check. You pep talk. Tiggity check, 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 check. Hey girl, let's lay the shot. We know it's a while. You don't want the drama. When Tyson rise up the llama, say to pray at night with your father. He got now we gotta move. Yet again, Uncle. Yet again, you didn't attend another interview. You didn't go. Why didn't you go to this interview with Brian Costa?
Oh, because I was training David Morrell at the time.
We learned from we discussed this the last time, Uncle. We said it. We said, and you still, and he just. Let me just. I like Mal. I do. Like I like him. He's wore my t-shirt. Mel hasn't, by the way. You know, but Mal has, and I do like him. And I forgot, but I have to just keep it a trillion. I'm not getting what he's saying. I'm not getting it. So you've gone to Brian Costa, because I think that Mal's not good at interviews. He's not good with words. So Mal, you're not. Next time you go, bring Shani, because bring the British girl. I'll be your PR and be like, no, you can't answer that question. That one doesn't answer, and you know. And then I'd brief him, because he's got to have better ways of answering. He needs a media package course. He's going to have one. Next time when I speak to you, he's going to have one, because there's ways that you can answer questions that you don't want to answer. There's ways to swerve them. There's ways to. I've come from the music industry. I didn't even have to have media training, because I just knew how to answer things. And really, I don't really care. There was never anything off limits. No one can get me in trouble. I'm not afraid of no one, unless you're my mum or the police. That's the only time where, you know, it gets a little bit on shaky ground. But other than that, nobody could tell me nothing. So I don't care what you ask me. Do you know what I mean?
I didn't see the Brian Costa
Didn't
interview.
you see it?
I didn't.
Oh, it was bad.
It was when?
It was it came out about 3 days ago, Uncle. Okay, I don't know when he recorded it, but it was...
Oh, okay.
But it was recently that he recorded it, because he's talking about, you know, now what's happening with the recent events with going forward with David Benavidez and stuff. Yeah, so he flew to LA to do it. I know you don't even know where he went.
That's probably was when his brother fought in LA.
That's when he did it. Yeah.
Okay.
That's when
I was there.
Yeah.
I was in LA. But
he was.
I was in LA, but hold on.
He went Costa. He went to the studio. He went to a studio with like a kind of like a big like airy place. Looked at it, and sat down with Brian Costa for about 20 minutes.
Yeah, I didn't. I was in LA with him.
Yeah, but he didn't tell you he was going to Brian Costa. He didn't say. He didn't tell you.
I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know anything about that.
Yeah, he did a sly one, because he knew. He was like, I'm not going to tell Coach. I'm just going to go. Okay, so in the Brian Costa interview, so what they did like, I think it was about 22 minutes. And it came out about 2 days ago, maybe 2-3 days ago. And then today what they did, they brought the interview down and cut it all the way down to 7 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Today. Like, you can't watch the 22-minute one now. And the reason I'm thinking why you can't watch the 22-minute one is because he said a lot of things that is just it's just wild. So for one, he said that David Benavidez doesn't bring any value, brings nothing to the table. So he doesn't see why he should go to 168 all of a sudden, even though he said he was going to go to 168. And he feels that his brother should be able to come up to 160 and they both just reign 160. I just don't get it. Also, so when they was talking about the David Benavidez, he's saying he doesn't bring any value, X, Y, Z, so he doesn't feel that he should. Why does everybody want him to go to 168? Because Brian Costa said, because you're massive. You're a big lad. You know, you can go up to 68. Mel's did the undisputed. He's going to do a title defense over there, and I'm sure he wants to go up to 160. He was like, yeah, but we can both be at 160. That's wild, because you was both at 154, and you just like, and then he said that basically, so Brian Custer then said, all right, if there's anyone that you want to fight, who do you want to fight? Guess who he said? I'm giving you three goes. I'm giving you 3 goes. Go ahead.
I'll tell you the truth, I have no idea.
I'll give you at least guess one then. One guess.
Canelo.
I mean, he talked about Canelo. He said, yeah. So that weren't the what that he said. Basic guys, what did he say? That Canelo doesn't want to fight him. Okay, Canelo doesn't want to fight him, but he brings a lot to the table to fight Canelo. But David Benavidez doesn't bring nothing to. He said he brings fans to the Canelo fight, but with the David Benavidez fight, that brings nothing. But if you've got the fans, wherever you go, it don't matter, innit? If you've got the fans. So that one was just like, okay. But the person who he said, who he wants to fight, and he's prepared to fight, you're not going to believe it. I didn't know you didn't watch it, because, Uncle, I would have just sent you the link before the interview, and I said, have you watched this? And then you could have watched it. He said, like, have I got any sound effects? I need them. Right, so where's the sound effects going? So, all right, Canelo was there.
Payday. You want payday? I know that.
What that? Canelo, we all want a payday, but it weren't you. It was. He said he's prepared to move down to 154 and fight Bud.
Yeah, that's a good fight, though, isn't it?
Don't entertain that. Don't do it, Uncle. Don't do it. You know it's wrong. No, don't go into it. Don't get yourself on the Titanic.
He's not going to 154.
He ain't going there.
No.
Of course he ain't. Why? But it don't look good that you're at 160, right? You've had the belt for a few years. All right. What you the Canelo thing was whatever, that's not happened. You're talking about a guy that is at 147 and that you don't want to go up to 168, but you're prepared, and with a serious face that he said he's got respect for Terence Crawford, but that was a fight that he'd be prepared to move down in weight to go and fight him. That's wild. The internet is lit with this interview with him saying all of these things. It's viral. It's viral because no one can believe it.
Everybody calling out everybody in this sport. You know, that's not going to, that's going to always happen. That's going to always be. That's like, it's just like Canelo just said, and he did it when he went up there and fought Bivol. You remember Canelo was talking about going up and fight the cruiserweight?
Yeah, Makabu. Yeah, but that's different.
So, I mean, it's not different.
It is.
It's not different. Either you're going up or you're going down. It's either or. But everybody's going to call out everybody in this sport.
No,
that's just the way it is. And
we can't. Look, I can't let this one slide, Uncle. I love you, but we can't let this one slide.
Listen, here's the thing, right? Charles Crawford has been calling out his brother.
Exactly.
That's his twin brother that he's talking about.
Yeah.
So he wants to defend his brother and say, you know what? I'll go down and fight you.
We don't need you to defend your brother. We need you to defend your belt at 160 and unify. That's what we need you to do. In the grand scheme of things, it's going to be a one where it's mind your business and let your brother do his own business. You mind your business because you've got things to do, and let Mel do his business. It doesn't matter if they're twins. It don't matter. They're in 2 different weight divisions. You can't be talking about, I'm not moving up to fight David Benavidez, but it looks bullyish. I'll go and fight the 147 dude though at 54. No.
Hey, let me tell you something. In 1 year, all of these guys will be at 54.
Yeah, I know.
Crawford, Bud, Spence, and
Danny
Jermall will be at
Garcia.
160. But Danny Garcia already fighting Benavidez' brother.
Yeah.
So look, it is what it is. That's just like somebody else calling him out and saying, I'm coming down there. Even Benavidez said, I'm coming down, I'm going back down to 160 to fight Jermall. What's the difference?
Because Uncle, you've had media training. You know how to do. You know this. It's not the same. You know
it
ain't.
Is the same.
No, it's not.
What's the difference of Benavidez saying I'm going back down to 160 to fight Jermall? Then Jermall said I'm going back down to 154 to fight Terrence Crawford.
Because your brother's already undisputed there, so we don't need you to do that. And Terrence Crawford called out
don't need him to do that.
Not more.
But I'm just saying. What's the difference though?
But it's
guys calling out guys. That's the way it's always been in the sport of boxing.
No,
if this would never happen in the sport of boxing, I can understand it. But but it is what it is. Guys call the guys out all the time.
Call out David Benavidez and go fight him then. And stop everyone pressuring David Burrell to do it. Why don't Mal go and fight Benavidez then?
It's the same reason
We know it's a while. You don't want the drama. When Tyson rise up